defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Flips it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right, and they're able to get him down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's go.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it down the middle.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And that one's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
From the gun, the running back has it. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Holds and fires complete to the right. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Irish send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to
throw goes toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play-action fake. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ohio State, 35. Notre Dame, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Slithers into space. Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Buys a little time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Working on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
6-9-1, Gators score. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick completion to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backs looking for the goal line. Down to the 3-yard line, and blast their way in.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Give to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Takes it the other way. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
1st down for the offense.
Defense looks as if it's coming. To the air on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Fitted in the window for the score.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about. Until that play right there, they finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Irish send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The toss to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on second down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. Keeps looking downfield. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys. That have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Morrison. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Now on the move. Makes a man miss. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's loose. The tag. Touchdown Buckeyes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks the tackle. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47 and a big run there. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Looking for a productive play on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Gotta know when to give up a play. You could tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits for those 3rd down and shorts, 4th down and shorts, red zone opportunities. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to bully their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They'll try it over the left side. Beck's going for the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.